Let's wait for a second. Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be playing Demons of Chaos, aka Daniel, as he's patented to be known. We're going to be going down the Slaanesh specific route, which is arguably his worst traits, or worst ability, or worst, I guess, armor and units and everything like that. But we wanted to demonstrate that even using his worst army and his worst armor, you can still do very well. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, because we've played a ton of Demons of Chaos, so I'm always happy to share the knowledge and share the love. So without further ado, we'll be playing the difficulty on Legendary Very Hard, which is what we always play. So let's jump it up and go over here. So we're going to call him Daniel Slaanesh, which is good enough for now. Legendary Very Hard, and let's jump into it, shall we, folks? So we're going to be playing Demons of Chaos and just demonstrating his early game prowess, if you do it properly. It's funny because I played Daniel yesterday, and people in the comments were shouting at me for losing a few units at the beginning battle. But I think I explained that I did it on purpose to make sure that people, even if you lose units, which is kind of common to do in that beginning battle because of how silly the fight is, you're not in trouble. Like you can recover from that, and you absolutely can. There's a lot of things you can do outside of that and be absolutely fine. So we'll do this, jump in, and rummage around, and hopefully we can sort this one out. Daniel, I would arguably is one of the biggest disappointments overall in Warhammer 3. The sheer possibilities that the faction has is incredibly vast, and it's such a shame that he is in the position that he's in, because a little bit more love, and I think they'd have one of the best Warhammer 3 campaigns on his hands. Right.
Demon Prince.
So let's go ahead and jump into the very first battle. We need our first settlement. Yeah, we'll just jump in. Let him cook. Maybe don't let him cook, you know? But no, it's good to see you. Val, hope you're well. Tizzy, hope you're doing well. Jora, hope you're doing lovely. Monster Chief, always good to see you as well, matey. Hope everyone's doing wonderful. Always a pleasure to have a bunch of wholesome hunks in the chat. Yeah, we're just going to throw in the blues and then let everything else flank. We're going to be sticking to mainly Slaanesh units like this in the early stages of the game. I mean, the Marauders are not too bad, to be honest. The Slaaneshi Marauders are actually pretty decent. But we will be we'll be getting rid of these guys eventually, as we may need to go into one very specific unit, otherwise you'll make no money. So the weird thing with Daniel is your economy is basically based around the fact that you can reduce the cost of your army, and that is his economy, like genuinely. You have no real other ways of doing it apart from that. So with that in mind, we need to make sure we're building towards one army composition. So as long as the blues are in the front tanking, the best thing about Slaanesh is obviously we're going to have access to a lot of mobile units. So alongside this one, we're going to have access to the new DLC units. So the DLC may help us here quite a bit, but we'll see. So let's reposition. Just make sure everyone's in striking position. And then obviously the Bloodlanders and the Slaaneshi and the Nurglings and things. The Demonettes are very fast, right? They're not going to struggle to move up. So we'll go ahead and start trying to fire into things. I wonder if like just shooting with the pinks to begin with is probably a good idea, because you will outrange them. Because yeah, pinks have the range advantage. The only problem that we had last time was that hey, what's going on? That the Rottweilers, the Chaos Furies will crush my units here. So here we go. Let's start moving in. Yeah, the blues do take a lot of damage. Now we start moving in. It's interesting that the Chaos Furies have not really attempted to do anything. I guess that's the beauty of the inconsistency, right? Oh wow, there's a lot of damage very quickly. Go. So the blues are for fodder? Yeah, I guess it makes sense. They're there just to sponge as much damage as possible for the rest of the units. Right, hold on. Right. Yep, sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, you generally shouldn't lose too many units as long as you just leverage the fact that anything barriered will be absolutely fine. We're chilling there. I do think one of the main advantages when it comes to Zinch is that you quite literally can just keep throwing blues at stuff until you just win. Because blue horrors are a very potent unit. I think it is easy to say that they have considerable potency, especially because of the fact that they are very barriered and they have very good range damage. They have magical attacks as well. You know, overall, they've got a lot of things going well for them, and that's one of the things that I quite like about them. But we'll jump in. I would. It wouldn't surprise me if you guys soon are going to be like, Battlesey, can you please stop playing Demons of Chaos? My God. Occupy Slaanesh. Let's see if we can make this work. Slaanesh already gained. I do think I might have to. In fairness, they developed the swordsman. It's a shame they no longer have bonuses of infantry. The armor piercing can be pretty tasty on the Furies. Maybe I just go down that route. It is definitely an option. So we're going to have to remind ourselves what Slaanesh will give us. Because we're going to go down the Slaanesh route. It's not the best, but it's still decent. So you basically just become into like a squishy melee duelist, basically. But the Colossal Mace is a very weak weapon. Like 85% is not good because most of the things you may fight you're going to have armor. But we will still use a Herald of Nurgle, as you've got to be crazy not to have at least a mage with you. Melee defense stat line I'm not really too concerned about. We'll do the same strategy as giving your boy over there the settlement and get vassalizing him.
You are not on my...
So turn 1 is not really too complicated. I am starting to think that just going into Respect of the North is a better rush. Because I feel like, what is it? It's going to be melee attack and weapon strength, which is pretty good to be fair. But we want to make sure that we're buffing up what makes the most sense. Let us grab ourselves some... So we will keep this province, so we'll probably want growth stacking up as much as possible. But then again, is it just a Horseman of Slaanesh angle? Nah, I'll struggle in the sieges, won't I? I'm going to massively struggle in sieges if I do that. I think sieges will become an absolute nightmare. Yeah, the Slangors are going to be good. Forsaken are going to be powerful as well. Hellstriders of Slaanesh, the Hell Scourges are good as well. Demonettes come in at tier 330.
Demon Prince.
Yeah, we'll have to figure it out as we go along because I never go Slaanesh route because I just don't think it's good. But we're testing it just in case. If there's any like intricacies or weirdness that could be useful / is useful, I'm just more curious than anything what happens because Slaanesh is very squishy, right? But how's everyone doing? I hope each and every one of you beautiful fine folks are fantastic. Always a pleasure. I do think that the sequencing of what we're fighting is not going to change at all. I think the early stages of the game is going to be effectively the same thing. I don't think there's going to be any differences how we approach it. Just recruit here, take the settlement, and then the same over here. Oh no, of course you can attack this one. It's this one that you've got to go here. So, attack off because we really need to make sure we're securing the take of it before Epidemics does, and putting a military building in as soon as possible. Good.
This world will
I mean, it's not terrible that it just means that it's going to take us one turn longer. Normally there's not a building in it, so I don't mind demolishing it for a bit of moolah. I am not going to say no to that. Now here is the thing. I think I'm going to try going into increasing the melee damage. I feel like Zinshin Chaos Furies are just better than Slaneshi's. But if you want to fight fire with fire kind of thing, you know? I also think that my units are more expensive in general.
Supreme
How much do we get for demolishing this? 600. That will help a lot. We haven't got any declarations of war just yet, so we'll just jump into the next turn. Recruit over here, and we're laughing. I think that... yeah. Okay, I've got an interesting one for you boys. The first person to type Daniel is cool, I'll name you after the Lord. Just gonna type Daniel is cool. No typos. No typos. Dan is. Ooh, I did say Daniel. Banana Bean. What's up, dude? No. Hey, Craig. It's not Banana Bean. You got it. Banana Bean.
chaos incarnate.
Over here, recruit. I mean, our army's very healthy. Because we're in minus money already, which is savage. Because I do think Slaanesh is more expensive.
Chaos.
Slaanesh does feel a lot more expensive. So now we put the military building in here. Wait. Oh no, it is. It's fine. I was going to say for a second, I'm like, wait, can Slaanesh not get one?
For the ruinous power.
The Slaanesh lords look rather green. I mean, it's Slaanesh, don't worry. That's Slaanesh right there. No need to worry. And in 3 turns, we're gonna vassalize Epidemis, so we're chilling on the west. Devious, how are you doing, handsome? Good to see you. You devious dog. Love that meme. We should be able to, like I said, hopefully make Slaanesh work, which will be interesting. But we know that Slaanesh sucks. I think with the new units, we might be okay. Because it might change the way that we play the fights. But it still blows my mind. I can't imagine playing Daniel without all the DLCs.
Conquest. Doom is upon them.
Yeah, I'll just order those ones because I want to get through the early game as quick as I can for you wonderful folks.
Kislev, fallen champion.
Let's see. Have we got any upgrades? Melee defense of 10 and some armor. I'll take that. Barrel 14. Additional speed. The speed is going to be interesting. Wow, you unlock the corn thing so quick. So right arm can go with this one. Wait. Base weapon damage is 50? Wait, what do we replace? We get more armor piercing. I don't think we need. Have I seen it? I actually haven't watched all the way through RPG, but we'll watch it later on.
God for deconstruction.
2 more of these guys. I don't know if I can actually, funny enough.
I have ascended.
I think I might be too poor to do that. Which is kind of wild.
Much power.
I think, what do I have to replace? Probably the Chaos Warhammer. I'm fine getting rid of the Chaos Warhammer. It's not going to do anything. Maybe more hyped? Oh, really? The 40k roundtable made you even more hyped? Honestly, the comments of the video, though, absolutely slayed me that they couldn't afford good seats. But they did such a good job with it. Josh, who's one of the main content creator guy, he's such a lovely guy. I have a lot of respect for him. Alright, we're going to move up a little bit over here and vibe. I think the only thing I'm worried about is them just absolutely brutalizing me, which would not be ideal. Weird the teleport.
World will burn.
Do you know what? Let's just send it.
Chaos incarnate.
Ooh.
You cannot manipulate.
His army's only 15. Wait, if I do the... Wait, guys, does anybody know? If I do the ambush bait, can he just teleport and kill me? He can, right? Do I want to sacrifice Banana Bean already?
Demon Prince.
Are we seriously sacrificing him already?
Legions everywhere. Decay comes. Go and see my thralls.
Maybe I have to do... No. We'll do it. We'll do this. We'll do the encampment stance, but I think you'll be fine, don't worry.
I have ascended.
I don't know if you will, actually. He's going to teleport? We're about to find out, Jorah. Good luck, Banana Bean, my friend. Good luck. I wish the best. So I think if he does teleport attack, we are going to die. Because the good news is he's not going to run to my other settlement, which will make this a pain. Wait, where did he go? Did he just run back in his settlement? I think he did, didn't he? Oh, what a coward! That was actually kind of annoying. Not that Banana Bean didn't die, but he saw me. Ah, of course, yeah, he did. I'm spoiled.
So much power.
Ooh, this is gonna be a hard battle.
Featherless. Conquest.
I don't know if I can win this fight. Well, the good news is I can move up.
Moving.
And I'm Slaanesh out. I'm a Slaanesh army going for an insanely hard battle. I'm so boned. In what universe can I beat this amount of blues and pinks? And the problem that I got now is that I just need to squeeze more XP out. I will siege him though. Oh, nice. So we have this now, so we can trade this one over. So we should be able to vassalize him now. Yep.
We are.
So our economy is now saved, which is big. Bit of money and a bit of a vassalization. So that's what you always want to do, by the way, guys.
Is upon them.
Now let's see if I'm going to lose straight away. If he comes out and attacks me, I think I just lose. But it depends on how. I mean, at least we sniped out one of the heroes, so he doesn't have his hero. At least he doesn't have his hero, which should help us.
I will subject you to a.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Auto Resolve does give us favor here. Yeah, I thought he had low armor, so the base damage didn't matter. Could be a good battle. It's just so many pinks, guys. It's so many pinks. Normally you don't fight both at once. I mean, the Bloodletters will chop through them like crazy, though. Yeah. We might have to do what we did last time and just go into the trees and fight them in the trees. But I had a lord that wasn't useless. I say useless. I don't think he's going to be that bad. I don't think Slaanesh is going to be that bad. The map is not great, though. There's no trees, nothing to hide behind. The pinks, I think, will shoot over that. Could be there and pray for better magic. It's just, I don't have Nurgle Mortis Engine, which I would have normally done by now. Fire resistance 10% is actually quite handy, though. Because that helps against the blues. Right? Yeah. Should help against the blues. I can't do anything about my lore without my mage. So I guess I'm just going to sit here and see what they do. Jesus.
This is our ruinous crusade. This is the time of bloodshed and carnage.
Marauders! Guided by hunger,
Yeah, this is going to be interesting because all they need to do is just shoot the absolute snot out of me and I just die. Alright, that's literally all they need to do.
I will conquer.
Have a look. One more minute and they're already closing on me.
The debauched ones! A flurry of talents.
I might just have to land these guys already. It might need to be landed already. If they... Hold on. I have to defend if the Furies come straight for my Lord that comes into reinforcement, because he's going to help a lot. How do I do this, man? I have no current magic. I think I have to walk backwards.
Endless craving. Very well.
I can't engage just yet.
Souls for Slaanesh.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm very squishy is the problem. I've got a lot of damage, but... Because the Screamers of Zinch kill my Rotflies. I have no other flying units. Zinchian Seekers would crush me in melee.
A dance of pain.
Like, the Furries crush the Slaaneshi Furries, which is a shame.
Yes.
I'm going to kite this one out. Because then I can grab this. I was going to say, I can cast this on them. Okay, they're going the general, I don't mind that. If I can split out the fight like this is absolutely fine, because the Seekers will crush them. Like, if they charge in, I'll debuff them again. Looks like they are. Yeah, massive debuffs coming out. Let's move back again. If they keep feeding me units, I will take it. If you want to keep feeding me units, I will keep killing them.
Seekers!
Like, hello?
For the Dark Prince!
Let me think. Now they've kind of trapped us a little bit. Run to the right, avoid the shots from that.
Endless craving!
I think we should send it, to be honest.
Demon Prince.
Where's their general?
Sent by chaos.
I think it's just kind of in there.
Spreading ruin.
Hunt them down!
It's such a shame they're already branching me.
Child.
A lot of pressure coming out on Daniel.
I will raise it.
This is exactly what I didn't want. Another unit just staggering me like this.
Next charge.
So I can't afford being shot at by multiple fronts, but this should be better now.
Supreme Demon.
Death through sensation!
I need to help these guys briefly, because then I can come back and help the others guys. If I can get these guys safe, I think we might have a chance, but this is savage here. That's absolute savagery.
A walking god.
Just need to deal with these guys as soon as possible. Because even cavalry units at this amount can do so much devastating damage here. Oh my god, I use a rampage ability as well, that was an amateur move. This I'm okay with for now. I'm just going to say melee them, because I think it should be fine now. I need to pull you back into melee as well.
Pain is a gift.
Still can't control them, which is not ideal. Charge from behind, how much longer? Okay, got it. Let's move around.
Seeking conquest.
I don't mind Daniel taking the brunt of that, and the cavalry comes in and cleans up, and then we just do, what a shot by the AI there, by the way. Really nice hits from the AI, coming back, come back into melee as soon as possible. Their general dancing around there, I don't mind. Just gonna nerf the melee attack on that one. Really just need to move over as soon as possible to stop shots into the cavalry. Because I do need to hammer and anvil this. This is just a hammer and anvil situation.
Death through sensation.
Okay.
Bring
The blues are turning around. I mean, I'll keep the momentum going. Now the marauders are engaged there, that's fine. We crushed on this side, that's good. You keep fighting there. I'm still a little bit afraid these guys are going to die. Pull back. Get a good pass through. Daniel now just needs to play distraction. This is fine, I don't need to worry about this one. She just needs to play distraction. And the rock flies over here. Cast them on a cycle charge here.
The Demon Prince.
Move up the general now, and then let's completely block these guys up. You stay on there. What plays on that one? Cast to here to make sure they don't come back. Good cast. These are humanoids, so hopefully they won't crumble. Excuse me, they won't rout. But the only thing left with Balance of Fire is their general, and Daniel should deal with that now.
Souls for Slaanesh!
Oh, thank God we won. Yeah, this is just like you have to micromanage your units like crazy here. Yo, Toast, how are we doing? What's up to you, Toast? Thank you so much for the prime, man. Toast, what have you been up to, my man? It's lovely to see you. Always good to see you, my man. I will never forget the rat slappers. Never forget the rat slappers, my friend. We're really stacking Lords as Demons of Chaos, especially the Herald of Slaanesh. Is the Herald of Slaanesh good? Okay, we'll try it. We'll try it. Thanks for the heads up. Is the Nurgle Magic a heal? It is, yeah. Massive win, by the way. Oh my god, I didn't heal my general. The one over here. I was there was too many wholesome hunks in the chat. Yeah, let me grab. So what's the main value propositions of them? El Mertisai. Oh, much love, Toast. Much love. If only we could do a run back at the Rat Slappers versus Pros again. If only, Toast. If only, mate. Hey, Timothy, good to see you, handsome. Unconditional Mortis Engine. Jesus. It is crazy. It's just one of those things where they keep putting insane stuff into things. Eating pasta and watching Battlesey. Much love, Dizzy. What, so we're going to Slaanesh, right? It's a shame we don't get, like, punishment from that. What pasta are you eating? Yeah, I was quite surprised at that. I just remember my shades getting absolutely run through by Skybrand. I remember that. It was brilliant watching. So if you guys don't know what I'm about, the wonderful Volotar is a streamer, because he used to be a streamer, and I invited them onto the stream to fight against pro players. And so it was 4 players who never really played Total War Warhammer 3 versus 2 professional players. And they got demolished the first game, and then really started to like work together and absolutely smoked the second game and did really well. And it was really cool to watch. Wow, I lost 154 for that, by the way. Oh, Chicken Alfredo, nice. Go-to. And it was very interesting to watch new players try and tackle players with insane micro, basically. Right, here we go. Let's get the Slaanesh gear on. That's fine. No, I don't want that. I mean, I will go with the 200 mace. I mean, if we can get some... anything that lets us duel more, I will happily take. I think what I'm probably going to try and do is just make my general as much of a duelist as possible. Just Slaanesh. I'm going to try as much as I can just Slaanesh. I'm not going to try and, like, massively min-max, in quotes. I'm legitimately just going to try and use as much Slaanesh as possible, even if it's to my detriment. It's alright, we'll recruit another Herald of Slaanesh then. Ooh, Tactician is quite nice, depending, especially how you play. Slaanesh Corruption could be helpful. Charmed Attack is pretty nice. feel like Slaanesh does what Thingy does just better.
Most privileged of Slaanesh.
I think it's over here, isn't it? Yeah, this one. Is it this one? Actually insane, by the way. Silencing as well. Holy. So we will try and go a little bit more into this. We're going to have to be concerned about this. Shopkeeper secrets also worth slicing shards. Oof. Very nice. Triggers on all projectiles. Holy moly. Yeah, we'll give it a go then. I feel like the value of Slaanesh, like I was surprised how well they held the line, to be honest. When do we get... Yeah, we got an Loris already. Yo, Tara, you don't understand the thing that you enjoy? What do you not quite understand, my friend? Wow, 75% experience gain is wild. Speed the hero's army? No.
Taste thy pleasure.
If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm more than happy to share my experience, Tara. I have 10,000 or so hours within the Dwarf's sphere. And I'm always happy to share as much as I can. I do have a video coming out that will help beginners as well. The thing that I'm trying to understand, guys, and I've loved feedback, is that I want to try and make a good balance between detailed but not too boring. And that's the kind of, I guess, the balance I'm always trying to figure out is don't make things way too long and winded and boring. But I'm still trying. There's a Torment made Slaanesh much more powerful. Wait, so I've been chatting rubbish about Daniel's Slaanesh for ages. Has the new DLC really changed that? Remember they gave the second game a shot as multiplayer campaign, and after 8 hours I came out of it and more questions than answers. Well, that's kind of expected in some ways as well, because the game is quite vast. And I feel like one thing to always keep in mind is losing will teach you a lot. And getting crushed in fights teaches you the most. It's like with most strategy games, right? When you get crushed, you'll learn the most. Right.
We yearn for this.
This world
Let me just do this real quick.
supreme
And then I will have to move up.
I have
So if there's any specific questions you need help with, let me know, bud.
much power.
Explore now, experience.
Yeah, I'm quite concerned. We should be able to get level 10, which is fine.
Demon Prince.
Like, I'm not concerned about level 10. I'm just concerned about how my army's going to handle about...
Without conscience.
Yeah, how my army's going to handle Boris.
I would never.
But we'll see. I'm a little concerned about my economy, though. -5 public order is not ideal. Does Slaanesh give... So we don't actually gain any negatives from any of the corruption, which is good. It might just be a control. Wow, it gives 5 units as well out of nowhere. So I'm not recruiting, so my minus money's not going to increase. We can go and do the gauntlet and make money. Let's do the gauntlet real quick and just ask for some moolah. It's not the bloody sword, it's not that just yet, it's not that just yet. It's not the tribe just yet. Okay, that's fine. What's a minute? A bit more? You got any beginner videos I can look to? Yeah, on my YouTube channel we do have a fair few of the beginner videos, but the main TLDR is, for any beginner, I always recommend this. Play a good faction. Main reason you should play a good faction, or like in quotes good faction, is that diplomacy becomes a lot easier. If you're an evil faction, naturally most of the world will hate you, so it's a lot harder. So play factions like Tyrion, play Gorok, play Thorgrim, or some form of dwarf like that. Play Tyrion, play Greenskins is decent, like Grimgor's a decent one as well. play these kinds of factions, understand that the most important thing is balancing your economy by getting public order, population surplus, which is from growth, and obviously you want to make sure that you're getting loads of money from the same thing. Don't overextend within your compositions that you build. Don't build too many armies, just build up your buildings with garrison buildings, and don't try and fight too many things. With Cult of Pleasure, yeah, that's a hard one to start with, my friend Tara. That is a hard one to start with. That is not an easy one to start with. Cult of Pleasure is a squishy faction. It is a very squishy faction. Be good and people will like you. Be evil and people won't. Philosophy, yeah. So it makes it so much harder, right? I think when you're trying to learn the game, you don't want to have those kinds of challenges, I suppose, to overcome. You just want to, like, learn the game and play it a little bit. I remember when I was trying to play Civ 5 back in the day, a long time ago. And I went against a good friend of mine. And he was, like, close to pro level. Very, very good player. And unintentionally, just by him playing naturally, he just steamrolled me. Like, generally. Like, he wasn't even trying to. He just completely, utterly steamrolled me. Because he did so many things that I didn't know, or didn't know existed. And then, like, his entire, like, civilization was 5 times ahead of me because of the fact that he had so much more knowledge than I did. And that's what it feels like sometimes. Especially if you're playing an evil faction. You know, then you've got to deal with the amount of people murdering you at the same time.
Seek stimulation.
It's almost like someone called Toast playing a Nurgle campaign on Legendary for the first time, sitting in 1 or 2 settlements for 100 turns, you know? It is what it is. I still remember that, Toast, by the way, mate. I still remember that. That was a banger campaign. Yeah, for real, for real. I honestly, that really, really put things into perspective for me, so I really enjoyed watching it. Watching someone that's never done Legendary before, that doesn't really understand the game too much, no offense, because you just started playing, try and do a Legendary campaign, you just were in survival mode. It reminds me when I played chess against like a really, like a bot that had like 2,300 elo or 200 or whatever. And like every single one of my moves took so long to make, because I was like, I don't want to make a mistake here, so I'm going to think about everything. And then instantly they obviously responded. I'm like, crap, I can't progress the game because I don't know how to play the game. I can just play a little bit defensive, but that's about it. Yeah, it was quite insightful. So we don't have Gore Feast, which we normally would, which sucks. So this fight's going to be a lot harder. Yeah, my 2 generals, I don't think I can put over there. Yeah, I can. So the good news is, let's just kill these guys on the walls. You got there in the end, my boy. Well, I'm in max if I can do second science. Yeah, it was honestly mental. Like, it's an entirely different game, and so one of the things that I, as a content creator, am trying to be very mindful of, just poke myself in the eye. I'm trying to be very mindful of is I need to understand kind of the main player base, right? I need to understand what the general player base is doing, because it was actually on one of my YouTube comments that kind of like really opened my eyes. Like, someone was saying in the YouTube, it's like, it is crazy the difference between Battlesey's campaign and my campaign. Like, what I am seeing in Battlesey's campaign is, like, completely different to what my campaign experience was, because he's doing things I wouldn't have thought of, nor do. And I was like, huh, that's a really good perspective. Also, Tara, thanks for Prime, I appreciate you. And that was, like, really insightful for me. Because it started to make me realize, hang on a second, you know, I'm probably doing a lot of things that people don't generally do. And I need to keep that in mind. And so when I'm making videos or beginner's guides, I need to be a lot... Oh yeah, thank you for letting me know. Gathering, thank you for the heads up. The audio should be sorted now. Learning how to teach sieges to keep your forces strong. Yeah, that is a solid one. Honestly, not having regeneration sucks, man. I have to play this fight differently. I just need to get control of the walls and I'll be chilling. But yeah, Tara, it's very kind of you to sub. Okay, let's bring my generals over. I need my rock flies just to... or plague drones, excuse me, to start knocking stuff off the walls. So, like, guys, if you were watching a beginner's guide or watching some kind of guide of a game you've not really played too much, Would you rather the person went into great detail, or would you rather the person go into a little bit of detail and like kind of cover a little bit over it? So I think it's like I'm trying to figure out the balance of that. Like I think a bit of both in some ways is like ideal, but equally it's hard to find the exact specific balance that like is the most enjoyable. Rather than 2 to 3 things, little details, I'd be overwhelmed. Yeah, that's the thing, right? That's what I'm trying to balance. Let me check this down because I have no spells otherwise. Try and get these guys routed sooner. Just need to take the walls over and then I'll be chilling. Second, the control of the walls go, I'll stop being shot at, which is what I'm looking for. Okay, another summon's coming in, that's fine. So yeah, I appreciate the feedback, because that's what I'm trying to figure out. Everyone's different. That's the thing, right? That's the thing. Some people might want long form, some people don't want long form. Done Legions of Chaos too. He's the one Chaos in this faction. I play way different. We've just Lord stacks and a couple of... Yeah. I guess the challenge there, that's literally exact the problem. You know, the exact problem that I kind of have is that I don't want to make it so that it's a bit confusing. Taking on the pleasure, and then the guy went, I will build this building and then destroy it afterwards. I was like, I lost the plot. Yeah, that's it, right? And it might be a very, very simple reason to why they did that, right? But there's just so many layers to it, and I think that it can be, I guess, confusing. That's what I'm trying to. That's the beauty of the game, right? That's the beauty of the game. I'm trying to figure out at the moment. Keep it small, don't overwhelm. Trick, yeah. No, I appreciate the feedback, guys. Because generally, when I try and make videos, all I care about is that I help whoever's watching the video. That's literally the only thing that matters, right? That is literally the only mechanism / metric that I care about. That said person that's invested their time to watch my video is actually learning something. Okay, it's really annoying they've gotten back to towers again. But thankfully we're able to kill a couple of these. I'm just hoping we get some decent damage here. Oh my god, Nurgle is so slow, brother! This is one of the really annoying things about Nurgle is they're so goddamn slow. I could deadass set an alarm clock, go to sleep for 2 hours, wake up from the alarm clock, and my general still wouldn't go from this side of the map to this side of the map. Deadass. Dear God. That's the only annoying thing about them. Alright, actually we'll take that if it's damaging spells. But hey, maybe it's not about... It's about the journey, not the destination, I guess. Summing. What a shot, by the way. That was insane. I love Nurgle, but my god, they take a long time, don't they? I'm not sure if someone resubscribed, but a hype train started, so I appreciate you guys. I just don't see who did it. Bosh. Now we're just flanking from behind. I think I should be able to buff these guys. Oh, is it only... Oh, I can cast it. It's the increased... Wow. Range 100 meters on this. Oh my god, if dogs are on the rock flies, they'll die. I lose the rock flies, I might be slightly on the sad side. Now we're good. Did you spell wrong? What, this one? Those used to be around the general. It did, yep. Nice change, yeah. It was always around the generals. Let me grab my good anti-large inventory. There you go. Beautiful. BEA beautiful. Personally learning niche knowledge here and try from guides, but it's harder and harder to find new things after all these times playing. Yeah, that's exactly it, right? I'll hit you with a random fact then. Did you know that rebellions are scaling from military buildings inside of your settlement? That's an interesting fact for you. And it's only in the settlement that they're rebelling from, so your capital typically. That the more military buildings you have inside of your settlement, the more powerful the rebellion will be. So higher ranks and additional units that are of higher tier. I always found that a really interesting one. Also, calibration distance. Calibration distance. You are effectively at 75% of your range, you are at your most deadly. Because you'll be more accurate. Tweaking campaigns like caskets and rebellions. Yeah, that one is a very quick feedback mechanism, right? That one like instantly tells you, yeah, that's not good. Experience is also a big factor in getting better as someone at the learning curve. I know what to do in theory, but I can never properly execute it. Remember without practice. Yeah, that is also a very good point. Thank you for sharing. Starting with Iceland would probably be a nightmare, Leo. Yeah, I think so. I agree. But yeah, I do think I can't really make a guide being like, how to be better at the game. Play it. Just play the game. That's, might not necessarily be helpful for certain people, but it is very true. It is very true. But, I don't think, as a sort of short that would randomly blow up, yeah, probably, to be honest. Probably. Ooh. It's garbage. Wait, making Daniel... Oh, I can't even put it on him. Can't even use it on him.
Most privileged of Slaanesh.
Rented Visitations is going to be good against thingy. Not being level 10 makes me a little sad. Not being level 10 yet makes me slightly sad, but that's okay. There is probably a very large likelihood that let's get those buildings in there. Probably a very large likelihood that Khorne comes out of nowhere and sieges me again. But I mean, thinking about the Slaanesh stuff, like, there's some pretty good stuff here. Like, Exalted Demonettes are insane. Maybe Slaanesh is not that bad anymore. Maybe my entire, like... This is the reason why it's good for me to test stuff, because I would have told everybody that Slaanesh sucks still, but the DLC has changed everything. Which is such a classic. Oh, it's so cute seeing all the homies from Vermintide. Then a few short victories while I'm trying out different factions. I'm interested in demons. Do you think it's better for a beginner to try demons individually first, or is it undivided because you get all the units? That is actually a really great question, Potato. I would highly recommend, if you want to try going and with a demonic faction, play Bellicor. I think he is the best introduction to Chaos, due to his start location being solid. And also due to his beginning armies and his fact that he can teleport around. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys agree, but I definitely do think that Bellicor is probably the best Chaos you can play. If you're talking about straight up trying to figure out the game. Plus, I think he's free. And he's a chat. Like, Bellicor is very strong. Plus, you get a lot of good bonuses. So we didn't get Siege, which is good. My only concern now is, where the hell is the Khorne guy? If I don't get level 10 before I fight Boris, I'm in trouble. And Dark Fortress, yeah. I think Warriors of Chaos' economy is just so much stronger than anything else you'll get access to, too. So, Potato, if you have any questions about Bellicor, let me know. But your start location is... Where is it in comparison? It's where Rakarth used to be. Yeah, here. You're on this settlement here. Basically, all you can do, you can make the decision. Go kill Norska, go kill Dark Elves, go kill Bretonnia, go kill Elves. You've got so many options. Your campaign experience will be pretty varied, I'd say. Kind of hard for a little direction he is. I would say yes and no. More that Bellicor has an incredibly powerful army straight away. I mean, who else would you suggest, Spider? Who else would you suggest, my friend? I'm always happy for suggestions, because The only thing that matters really for me is people that are receiving these suggestions get all the information that they need to make the right decision for themselves, right? That's what matters, right? That ultimately is the thing that matters. What a Dark Fortress is, I haven't fought against half of the factions, then yeah, maybe not. Maybe you are right, Spider. Dark Fortresses are basically your settlements. So there are specific locations on the map as Warriors of Chaos that enable you to have empowered settlements. Basically where Chaos has been, and taking them over. I think he got battered. Yeah, he must have got murdered by Boris. But thankfully, this should, in theory, give me another level.
Most privileged of Slaanesh.
This, in theory, should give me another level. And I've been told to play the campaigns that it gets boring. Got victories Kugath and Cetra. Oh wow, that's a really cool mix. That's a really cool mix. Okay, level 10. Let's get rid of the Nurglings. And let's get the Zinchian boy in. Actually, I may wait to recruit him because he's so expensive. So insane how many stuff I'm gonna get. So I think Blissful Rapture does work, so we might as well take it. I'm gonna go to Battle Delight just to get the upkeep reduction of my Slaanesh units. Level up my General. Take him off of this because otherwise he's too squishy. I can give him this because then it makes him unspottable. And then we get Fleshy level 1 and one more turn. Airball Skull Taker are super easy stats. Awesome Mask. Mask is actually a good shout. No, Spider, that's actually real. You know, I will agree to that. If you want to play demons, Mask is very strong. The new free LC. From playing it, I definitely would agree with that. Like, she's actually wild how strong she is. Almost tempted just to go into control for a bit. Is a new DLC worth getting? For me, I actually haven't done a review, but I'll happily give it here. I would say not really. It purely depends what you want from it. What is Archon doing here already? I really need military building into confederate him. It purely depends, right? For me, there's nothing crazy in it. I would say that... Did Boris just kill Archeon? Yeah, most of the updates for free, like the free LC is probably the best thing that they've released. Probably the best experience from a campaign perspective, so play the free LC. Most of the changes coming to Norska were in the free LC changes too. Yeah, wow, I'm easily about to confederate him. Crazy. But I would say if the specific faction or lord really interests you, then I would say yes. Otherwise, not really. Anything changed with Daniel? Mainly all the new units is the main changes. Daniel always gains the benefits of all the new units. A Danielson campaign in this economy? Yeah, Zero. What's up, dude? Wow, he actually killed... Hold on. What are we getting? Yeah. We should be able to get a vassalization. Also, for the wonderful folks on Twitch, there will be ads kicking in about 4 minutes, just to let you all know. Just to get rid of those pesky pre-rolls. So I am going to murder this guy now. I mean, the one thing I suggest massively to anyone that's new, take off skirmish mode. It is horrible. Never have skirmish mode on. That is the one tip that always persists. Wow, the Warriors of Chaos. That's great. That's the first time I've actually seen this happen. Not gonna lie, this is genuinely the first time I've seen this happen. That Boris absolutely batters him. What's your faction to start as a new player? So, funny fact, I have a video coming out tomorrow about this. But main one I'd recommend to you is either Zhao Ming or Tyrion. I would suggest Zhao Ming or Tyrion. Okay, let's move into the zone of control. So if you're not sure what I did there, I pressed backspace to put my Lord into the zone of control. The problem I'm going to have is, I think he's going to run away. Yeah, he's going to run away, so what I'm going to do is not attack him, and then hopefully force them to attack me at the same time, plus getting this insanely overpowered unit, arguably the best melee unit in the game. Arguably the best unit in the game. But yeah, if you've got less than 100 of hours, I promise you, the amount of value you'll have in other campaigns will probably be just the same, if not more. I always tell it to new players, don't buy all the DLCs. Just, there's no point. Even if it's on massive sales, there's always sales coming around. Like, I have, what is it, like 3,000 hours or something in this game. I am not even remotely close to finishing all the campaigns properly. Right? And I have close to 3,000 hours. There are still things I haven't done in this game. There is still things, I'll say that again, there are still things I haven't done in this game properly. Okay, this is really annoying because I'm not going to get XP on Daniel, but it's fine. It gives me all my units. Oh, I'm so poor I can't seduce them any. Just go around to finish the Realms of Chaos campaign. I actually wouldn't recommend anyone do Realms of Chaos. But the only reason I have like so many under my belt is because of the bloody release. Because I had to play it on the release. Realms of Chaos is very interesting. But getting into vampire counts, what lords do you recommend? Vlad. Your brother had trouble with Manfred. Manfred's start is not very good. Vlad is the Chad. Vladdy Daddy is the meme. Manfred, if you don't know his lore, Manfred is a bit of a turd. He betrays humanity. Generally, in the end times, he betrays humanity. Avalanche Mortars is the best unit in the game. The Avalanche Mortars are very fun. Plus Vlad's a Chad. Wait, do I have nowhere to hide? Am I just going to lose this battle because of the fact that I have nowhere to hide? And I'm going to die? You're running a Warhammer Fantasy themed D&D campaign? That is awesome. That is absolutely legendary, my dude. And thanks for the follow, by the way, Meow. To integrate the special chaos maps into Mortal Empires, I feel like they will be. I'd be surprised if they don't. Nagash is going to change things. It'll be very interesting to see what happens there. How much content this game has, and we haven't even talked about great mods. Oh my, that is such a solid point. There are so many good mods in this game, it's unreal. SFO is a fantastic overhaul to the game that you are playing a different game. And as it's going to be kicking in just a second, just to let you know, let you wholesome hunks know on Twitch. The amount, like, SFO is a great overhaul. You've got OVN as well with all the cool stuff that they've done over there. I actually voice acted in a mod as well. The Blood Knight one, which is a sick mod too. So much cool stuff. Scabbing, you got close? Ah, fair. Who are your characters going to be, Scumabio? You usually don't lose battles if you lose your ammo like that. I usually wait for the rest. Yeah, true. They will wait for reinforcements. I imagine they've moved over here, so let's move my lord now over. Yeah, they're moving over. Okay, let's have a look. So, it'll be you. Wait, why is... Did I take attrition? Do you think Daniel Britannia will have a rework? Britannia first. I generally don't think... Like, I say this as lovingly as possible. Oh, world is great. Yeah, you're right, Gold. I think Daniel needs a full overhaul. It's not a rework, it's an overhaul. I think what they're trying to do with him is insane. Daniel, quite literally, is one of the coolest concepts, one of the coolest campaigns they've ever made. But it's just, there's so many meh things about him that just don't make sense. Not having a proper tech tree, not having skills, not being able to quick up weapons and armors. Alienating himself from being able to use the game and play normally. All sucks. Like, getting Sword of Cain, can't use it. No thanks, mate. So many little things like that that really hamper his potency, I would say. Alright, set my army up properly here. Then Confederate Warriors of Chaos? No. You can't Confederate Warriors of Chaos. You can vassalize them, huh? Okay, let's hide these guys over here. I'm going to try and bait units out, because I will smoke them over here, so let me do something. Let me be like, oh no! Daniel's on the floor, please bears, don't come and kill him. Oh no, I'm in trouble. I'm in danger, no, please. Oh my goodness, the bears are coming towards me. Oh, whatever will I do? What heaven will I do? Rubs. I feel like a fly rubbing my hands, waiting for these guys to come in. I think I can probably kill them quick enough before anything else happens. Let me just reduce their melee defense. So this is their scariest unit, by the way. Or arguably scariest unit, I'd say. Okay, Boris is coming over here, that's fine. Get the aspiring champions in there. Get those guys in there and reposition. And then the cheekiest double-casted Rancid Vegetation of my life. Now we pull out. We have the speed just to run away. All their archers are connecting now, so it's not worth me prolonging the fight there. And you little rascal. Boris is running away already. Let's pull him over here. Pull back into line, because there's a lot of archers right now. Where's their front line? I'm running at them. Like, they have no... They literally have zero front line. I'm just seeing it now. I'll come in and fight. I'll fight you, Boris. I don't mind. Let me give him a little rampage of Rooney as well. Yeah, nice. It's very unorthodox that I don't use my aspiring champions to kill him, but I just didn't need to. They just sort of did it for me. I mean, my man is just letting me do it to him. I'll take it. Like I said, it's unorthodox, but I'll take it. Boris has had enough, clearly. I don't mind the furries dying. Push through now here, push through there, push through here. Aspiring champions can keep sponging. Make sure I'm just making sure, microing all my units just to try and look where threats are. That's being shut down, that's routing. So this is one of the things I always recommend. Just keep dissecting the battlefield. Keep looking at what's going on and looking at what the threats are. Current threats are these guys. They're currently skirmish mode, so they'll run away, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. Second threat is this guy could lord sight me or snipe one of my generals, so this chick needs to move back because of the range that's here. Toggle everything here, boys. Big tip. Lock everything here. All this information is useful. Nothing of what that thing will tell you is not going to be useful. All the information that comes from that will be very useful information. Keep chasing over here. Double buff. Run away now because they're Zargards that are unbreakable, but if I just do this, cast that on there, they're now going to be dead and not going to be doing anything. You've now routed that unit. You've finished your food over here. Now chase this unit. Reinforce the blues there. Look towards the general now and grab the general into melee. You keep chasing. You now chase over to... I'm just going to chase to this unit. You're then going to chase this unit. Rottweilers are now going to chase this unit. You're going to now chase this unit. And then all I gotta keep doing is just dissecting up the battlefield. Now you're finished over there, so let's come back over here. Now these guys are running, like we said, so if I just do this, to move this way, they're going to start running away because of skirmish mode, which is what we said, which is this stuff here. Take it off straight away. That's what's happening to your units. If you're wondering why they're not firing and doing much, it's because they'll be on skirmish mode, running away for no reason. And then keep moving over here, keep moving over here. Am I now guaranteed Slaaneshi glory points, or what's going on here? Because it should be giving me just Slaanesh. So I don't want just Slaanesh. Slaanesh sucks. Maybe it's because I have too many Slaaneshi items on? Could be it. Yeah, I'd really hope that it doesn't just give me Slaanesh, because I'm playing Daniel. It should give me any of them. Well, it is. It's 100%. I've just realised. Why is that? Because it's not supposed to. It's supposed to be varied. Things that make you go, hmm. Now, does this buff all the army? That's what I need to remind myself. It does. Yeah, I thought it would. Okay. Nice. Right.
Of course. Onward then.
With Herald of Slaanesh. Oh, you're right. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, buddy. Cheers to Howard and Handsome. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. If it's one of the specific heralds, they'll lock it to that. Herald of Zinch. It'll be random. That definitely sounds Slaaneshi. Excuse me, Zinchi. Do you know that if you choose down to Virginia, pull them over from a reinforcement lord during battle setup? Ooh, okay. But agreed, yeah, you should be able to use banners. It doesn't make sense that you can't use banners. Sorry, let me make sure I didn't miss your message, mate. Can I ask you a question? My players don't know as much as the lore that I do. That makes sense. Apparently, definitely not Chaos Dwarf. Lamian Vampire, Beastly Child, Curse with Ungol Hags, Chaos Dwarves, Ottoman, and a wannabe Necromancer. That's pretty cool. Is like the background of the Necromancer, like Manfred or any of those variants? Like, do they have someone that they look up to? Because typically Necromancy has to be taught and trained. Unless you're Nagesh, I guess. I still think we can get something with the Cult or Ulfric. Yeah, I mean, it'd make a lot of sense. Make Iron Blood to essentially Nagash, nice. Are you a big 40k guy? I feel like 40k, like... I really hope they don't release the game badly. Honestly, my heart can't take it. I am so excited for 40k Total War. Like, genuinely, I am so excited for it. But if history is anything to go off of... I just hope. No fair about 40k lore. I was learning about the salamanders yesterday. So I don't know as much 40k lore as I do fantasy. So I'm trying to learn myself. And it was very interesting learning about salamanders. And like how they are... Also the Grey Knights. Learning about Grey Knights was sick too. It's the healing one, right? Yep. I was learning about a lot of cool stuff. Okay, Slaaneshi. Locus of Grace is probably the best one out of all of them because it's resistances. Probably should be doing training, but I'm not too bothered about the army because I'm going to replace them fairly soon. We are one level away from getting Fleshy Abundance, which is what we need. I lose Chaos Furies. It's fine. Can just replace them. Alright, now, how long until the military building's built here? One more turn. Okay. So I don't care too much for corn, but I will get growth. Because this building is going to go straight to Archeon, so we're chilling. I hate to say it, but I actually don't think Slaanesh is that bad. I think in some ways, Slaanesh is a little bit better because you have access to the armor-piercing furries if you need them.
Weapons of conquest.
And these guys just absolutely smack.
You dare give me orders?
We'll see. Right, one turn off Confederating Archeon, I believe, or vassalizing him.
Chaos.
I don't really want to use any more Regiments of Renown because it's kind of like such a waste.
Princess Herald.
This is just wild, by the way. Having this at rank 12 is criminal. Silencing with a silences and mortis engine is crazy.
Divine immortality.
That is actually wild, by the way. We are going to go to the military building. So double military building in there. Wait, is there a rebellion? There is a rebellion. Why didn't I get a notification that this is going to be... Oh my god, Ulrika's here. Ulrika, you little rascal. Get away from me. Why has he got Ulrika randomly? If I was fighting against Ulrika, that would have been a lot harder battle. She doesn't have magic to shit, though. Hey, you never get the notification that someone's going to be in here. Oh, I know what to do. Wait, the rebellion's not at war with me yet. I can tell Epidemis to kill the rebellion. So we're fine there. Then we kill this settlement, trade this settlement over, and we're vibing. I thought this looks like an RTS game from the late 90s. Really? Wow. Okay, non-aggression pact. Take that. Sessions max to give more speed. The Marauders are so fast now. Yeah, they really do seem fast, whereas the Nurgle variant is so slow. Nurgle's taking forever. What we're reading about 40k lore. Yeah, the running joke with 40k, right, is that it takes 40,000 hours to learn it. You putting it mindless because you love the game? Yeah, fair. I mean, Medieval 3, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not that bothered about Medieval 3. Personally. Hey, Zephyr, what's up? I'm new to Warhammer 3. Is it common to struggle winning campaigns or fighting, finishing them? I would say yes and no. It depends on the campaign that you're playing, my man. If you're playing something you're just simply not enjoying, then I would say that I equally have issues finishing campaigns. Like, I typically, how I like to play it personally, so I'm going to attack because they're going to run away. How I personally like playing is set my own goals. Before I start the campaign, I have in mind what goal I want to achieve for that campaign. For example, it could be doing something very silly like recruiting an entire doom stack of an army that is peasants or whatever, and I want to take over XYZ. Because a lot of the time, the victory conditions are quite unfavorable for certain factions. Like, the victory conditions are not great for certain factions. And so it's not necessarily you that are the, I guess, the problem, per se. It's just that sometimes you will have to deal with things that are pretty unfavorable for you. Right. Yeah, what's up, dude? The Crusade of Kindness. You're playing Banlord, right? If I'm not mistaken. I hope you had a wonderful time. Welcome in, everybody. I hope everyone is doing wonderful. It is a pleasure to have you here. If you don't know who I am, my name is Battlesey. We do a lot of Warhammer around these parts. But yeah, if you don't know who the wonderful Septiques, I think I mispronounce it every time. But do go check him out. Super wholesome wholesome content creator. Very, very cool dude. We got crushed in a risky siege. I was playing. Are you doing the new DLC? I got very, yeah. I enjoyed the DLC. Sailing around like a Viking you can never really go wrong, can you? Running around being a Viking, you really can't go wrong with it. You really can't. Even if you get battered by most things. You know, it is what it is, though. Generally, when I first started playing it, I didn't even realize you could get off of your ship. So I was literally basically going into other ships, getting all my guys to jump off and fight, and being like, good luck, boys. Good luck. And then was like, hang on a second, I can get off of my boat. I can probably go and help them. And I was like, oh yeah, I can actually go and help them. I probably should do that. So yeah, that was a good learning experience. Poor guys. I was like, why is all my guys dying? This is really weird. But Yeah, we learned.
Uncloven.
We definitely learned. But now what we want to do... Oh, yeah, we can potentially confederate. Oh, we don't have a vassal yet. Damn it. So I can't vassal just yet, which is annoying, because his strength rank is low. You'd think it'd be able to. So hopefully... Yeah, because it is recruitment, isn't it? Dang it. So let's grab ourselves... These cavalry are really tasty, though. Kicks out of Vlandanian Civil War. The one thing that's really cool about Vlandania, I don't know if you know the lore about it, but when Rome was in so much conflict for such a long time within Banlord, they kept paying Vlandania as like as a mercenary. And then they got to the point where they kept having to give so much money, it was ridiculous to Vlandania for helping them basically win wars, that they were like, hang on a second, we have to start giving them settlements because we can't really pay them otherwise. And that's how the Kingdom of Vlandania came around. Literally because of the fact that there were such potent, not mercenaries, but potent within war to help Rome, that they just basically built their own kingdom from that. It's great lore. Yeah, it's cool. It is very dope. I love Banlord, man. I'm a big Banlord fan. I actually did... Oh, have you got the mod for the Twitch integration? Because I have been told it's a very good viewing experience. Because the next time I probably try it, I'm going to use that mod.
This is intolerable.
Please say she hasn't battered me again. No. Okay, we'll attack again. He's going to run away, so I'm not going to backspace. I'm hopeful. I'm hoping I can still move over here and attack. But no worries, dude. Take care of yourself, and thank you so much for the game for the raid. It's very kind of you.
Your abasement pleases me.
Sucks that we're only 45. Let's see if I can squeeze it out again soon. Getting siege, it's fine, don't worry. I can tell him to go and defend this. We're chilling. Yeah, thanks for the follows, guys. Appreciate it. I think I'm going to merge all these guys because I want to save a bit of moolah. Daniel is incredibly poor. Slaanesh has impressed me, though. Slaanesh has been impressing me. Nice, we got both my lords in. That's what we wanted. I just keep going into Slaanesh sucks, man. Ooh. What is... $200 armor? Are you kidding me? 200 armor. What the hell, dude? What in the hell? I have a wait, hold on.
Most privileged of
100 speed.
Slaanesh.
I mean, 50 speed is still insane, no? 50 speed is still insane. That is crazy. 200 armor is crazy, dude.
Bodily fluids.
That is... Guys, what is that? What does 200 armor do? What is the percentage damage reduction?
Of pain.
Kislev's fallen champion.
Alright, let's go into Forgive Rule.
Supreme champion.
That is crazy, by the way.
Hellish power.
So I can't reach, but that's fine. As long as I'm nearby, I don't mind.
Yes. Bow before he who wields the Slayer of Kings.
Oh, it's -6 now. Shoot. Since someone put this on with the regeneration weapon, so she could solo 5 Cathayan armies, every turn, no problem, without really feeling slow. Jesus.
Have ascended.
Wait. Oh, it's there. Oh, we win it, so we can sort of resolve. We'll do that. 100% on non-AP damage? Yes, but there's always one that needs to go through. No matter how much armor you have, there's always still one base weapon damage that goes through.
Princess Herald.
So you can have 1,000 armor. There's the diminishing returns over 200 as well. So it's kind of like 99.9%. That is very cool, though. That armor looks so insane. I really like that you can get stuff like that, because it really spices up the campaign, I feel like. I get what you mean. I end up not being satisfied if I don't get long victory or guilty, setting 5 others. Oh, never go long victory, my man. Even I don't go long victory. It just gets too much of a slug, because the biggest problem Total War has, in my personal opinion, is the early game is the sexy bit. That's the fun part. That's where you're doing all your schmooving, your moves, and all the cool stuff there. Mid-game, you reap the rewards of all of that. You're getting all the rewards of how strong you did and how well you did in the early game. And then by late game, you just steamroll everybody. So true with armor, at least? No, it is true. It is 100% true. It's confirmed with CA as well. You are guaranteed to take 1 base weapon damage. I spoke with the developers about it. I made sure I spoke with all the devs that did it. Alright, so this is now kids that's going to die, which is huge. There we go. I mean, we can just steamroll them, surely. How would you fix mid to late game? That's a really good question. Have things that make it actually challenging and complicated. Because the feedback mechanism that the game has, and one of the largest problems that you have, is that AI's behavior is often quite passive, right? So they're waiting for you to basically come to them and just murder them, and they won't be able to put up a fight. I think if they can fix the AI being passive, that would help a lot. Because there's a really, really challenging balance that you have to have there. You want the AI to be more aggressive, but you don't want the AI to be really, really annoying. For example, you have a big army. They could come and fight you. They ignore that army and go off to one of your random settlements that's not defended at all. Take that, and then just keep doing that, rinse and repeat, taking loads of small settlements. That is frustrating. That is such an annoying experience that you would just hate that. So they have to try and balance that experience, which is, it's not an easy thing to try and do. Nerf region trading? Well, you think trade agreements are a problem? I would think that my main quarrel in the mid-game is that I feel too strong and I don't have problems with anything. That is the feedback mechanism that I often have with games and campaigns that I get bored with. If I literally have no equal, there is no point enjoying the campaign further. And depending on how good you get at the game, you can do that very quickly. Like, I would say, and this is not even an exaggeration, I would say by turn 20, I will put myself in a position where I no longer can be defeated. I would say 9 times out of 10, I will be in a scenario that I will not be able to be killed. And/or will become too powerful. And that's by then. So, like, when you start getting into turn 40, turn 50, turn 60, it's, you know, not the greatest. But I love the fact that this chick has 250 armor. You can use your endgame crisis, you can cause an faction. Oh, I saw in Civilization 7 that there's, like, stuff like that. That looks cool. Oh, annoyingly, I don't have slicing shards. The longer the game is, the less interesting you can get. The AI is not up to power the power levels these lords can get to. Yeah. Glad you found the channel. Well, I'm glad you're here, my man. It's lovely to speak with you. Best of luck with your D&D campaign. That sounds awesome. And I genuinely would love to hear more about it, because I used to do D&Ds every Tuesdays. And recently I've been a little bit busy, so I haven't been able to pick it back up. Honestly, getting an entire squad together for D&D in itself is impossible. But yeah, it was lovely chatting with you, my man. All the best. What do you think of the new Legendary Lords? I think they're strong. But, yeah, just overall concerns of power creep, right? Yeah, Doomstack rather than 6 as you can kill with the Lord and solo repeat. Tuesday, innit? But do you guys think that they should cater towards, like, the best of the best players? Because I feel like... I guess it's probably the decision-making that they're having to struggle with is that do you cater to a player base that are just insanely good at the game? Yeah, exactly. I don't think you can really make a game challenge. That's kind of where I'm getting to, Barbies. I don't think you can. And then you'd probably make the game too hard for people trying to learn the game as well. So I guess that's probably the balance that they have to strike on, what they have to try and figure out, which is... I don't know what you'd do there, to be honest. I legit don't know what you'd do. There's a difficult side for the reason, but for some reason Legendary needs to be easy.
Who can I play?
What do you mean, sorry? I think Legendary, depending on how many hours you have in the game, Legendary is easy. I would, like, this is maybe an interesting take in that I would argue that Legendary is easier than easy. And the reason I say that is because the AI is more likely to fight you. You're more likely to get stronger. So easy and Legendary? Yeah, I would agree. No, I would 100% agree with you because the AI is more inclined to fight you. You're more inclined to get more experience. You'll gain settlements that are stronger when you do take them because they have cheats. Wow, the difference in the Lords running is wild. They'll get loads of cheats that, you know, that gives them experience, that gives them higher tier settlements, that gives them more growth, population surplus. All those kinds of cheats, like, cater towards you as a player being able to take advantage of that. Like, to me, I don't really mind how many units an AI has. I can probably just murder them anyway. Mwah. Puka. Sorry. The puppy wanted a bit of attention before. But yeah, I might have to try the Dynamic Disasters mob. That sounds interesting. Thank you for sharing. Who's that baby? That is my beautiful puppa, Freya. She is an incredibly beautiful puppa. I love her so much. Yeah, I don't mind them coming towards me now. Subjected, what makes it hard? Yeah, I would agree. I don't think balancing the game by giving them more cheats makes it harder. Like, do you guys remember the streams I was doing where it was Grackle, the legend that Grackle is, gave me a save, gave me a mod that basically simulated 2 legendary campaigns in one. Not even kidding. We had the science to do that, where we simulated 2 legendary campaigns in one campaign by giving them such insanely overpowered cheats, but it still was fine because of the fact that I was getting tons and tons and tons of money and all sorts of other things like that. Which is wild to think about, right? That we're simulating the difficulty of 2 legendary campaigns in one, but I didn't have problems because of the fact that I was having more things to fight. Pass on the bed. Oh, cute. So the hardest day ever. Honestly, they don't even pay rent. Like, my dog's a working Cocker Spaniel, not a penny of rent. But what I do for rent, when I do take rent from my dog, I just kiss her loads. I give her loads of kisses. That's generally how I take rent from my dog. That's typically the rent payment, is just loads of kisses. Which I'm fine with. It's good enough rent, to be fair, like. Right, let's try and kill some of the lords before they get... some of the units before they get close. Good vibes and snuggles. True. Real and true. Do you know what? I'm going to yeet these guys in here. Because the way that they position their army just means that I should be able to run them over now. Completely forgot I got blue horror spawns. Big. So the beautiful thing about the Slaanesh spells is it staggers them so they stop doing damage. Beautiful. Just to be a little careful with the general. But it does. It's one of the silly things where it kind of sucks that, you know, I gained a really cool armor, but I can't really use it. Like, I can't really use it on Daniel, which doesn't feel great, to be honest. Like, I'd love to be able to put it on him, but I don't have access to it. Let me hit him with an AoE heal. This is the reason why Nurgle is so overpowered, because it has no cap on units. Has no cap on units to use it on. Banana Bean with a 14 speed? Yeah, Banana Bean's doing his best. Wow, full HP already. Smile. And the summon unit is doing a great job sponging damage too. Let's get my let's get Daniel over to murder now. There he is. I mean, Banana Bean is doing a great job in fairness. I'm not going to complain. I think Amulos bonus might be... No, it's not. Not just yet. Miss AI from Warhammer 2. I loved fighting open battles. Yeah. But keep in mind, the AI got more cheats in Warhammer 2. I'm not sure if you knew that, but yeah, AI did receive more cheats in Warhammer 2. They basically had 50% more cheats than they do in Warhammer 3. Roughly. Which might be surprising, but it's true. They literally got about 50% more cheats. So, yes, it was some of the... Like, some elements of it was like the AI was better, but some elements is just they got more cheats. To get everything on the map. Yeah, I think it is. It's actually a really, really valid point as well that you're making, Brooks. Is that with the map increasing so much, I'm not sure if you guys have played the Old World mod. That mod is really fantastic, but it does suffer from the point of, like, it takes multiple turns to kill stuff. Right? It literally takes multiple turns to get to settlements, and as the map grows, it takes longer to potentially do some of the objectives that you have in mind. But yeah, it's a very valid point. It is a very valid point. But yeah, the map is massive. Like, you take Norska, for example. Norska were one of the best factions in Warhammer 1. Like, it wasn't even remotely close. Norska was the best faction in Warhammer 1, pretty much. Wood Elves and stuff like that were solid, but yeah, Norska was just by far so much better. And then you look at that and you think to yourself, what went wrong? A, they didn't get updates for like 8 years. And B, the roster doesn't feel... They don't feel like they have their own identity. I think that's the problem that I have with Norska. Outside of Throg, you might as well just play a Demons of Chaos or Warriors of Chaos, because you'll do the same thing. Alright, Daniel's now dead. Have I been able to squeeze it out again? So I'm curious. No, it's even further away. Dang it, we were able to vassalize him last time. I'm not sure why we can't this time. Mr. Nice Guy, what's up, Phantom? Fun and interesting faction to play in Warhammer 3? That is such a good question. Who is the most fun faction to play? Do not shame your ancestors, shall we, brethren? It's a dying battle. No, it's not the dwarves. I love dwarves personally. Personally, as you can tell, I love the dwarves. I love voice acting them. They're a very solid faction. But here's the campaign that I always recommend. If you've not done an Oxyotl campaign before, so much fun, just popping around, jumping around, killing everybody. Super fun campaign. Always recommend Oxyotl. Let me try and think of like multiple answers, because there's a lot of really good campaigns, and that is the value proposition of Warhammer 3, is that there's so many fun factions to play. I would say if you haven't played a Archeon campaign, very fun. So is Valkyr. Corn with magic is always a good recipe. Ikit Claw, even despite the nurse, I think Ikit Claw is so much fun to play. Not Astrogoth, not Zatan. Drazowith, insanely good campaign as well. Zhao Ming is very fun to play. Bretonnia, too nerfed and too lame for this faction. And you got to go with the king. My boy, fans. Drycha? Drycha is cool, but I just don't... Like, if I'm playing Wood Elves, I'm probably playing Orion. I'll be honest, I'm probably playing Orion. It's either Sisters of Twilight or Orion that I'm playing. Setra's good as well. I agree, Setra's good though. But that's just personal preference, right? Like, what's all your guys' favourite factions to play? Like, what would you say is the most fun to play? Love for me as well. Nice. I do like the Dowie. I do like the Dowie.
I am made whole.
But generally, just for any faction you haven't played in a while will probably be quite fun. You like the Dark Elf roster? I love the Dark Elf roster as well. That being said, Malekith is good to play. Good shout. Go to the Malekith campaign. Great fun. Great fun. Love Malekith. His voice acting is so good as well. They did such an amazing job with the voice acting on him as well. Such an amazing job voice acting him.
Bow before he who wields the Slayer of Kings.
Wrong you on these shades? I mean, low-key caught. You got me. You got me. But no, I do like... That's more Marathi, though. Marathi definitely does that.
Most privileged.
Peace is not.
How can I not vassalize this time? I could last time. I don't know why he's not being able to vassalize him.
You catch me in a moment of less rage, creature.
Because, I mean, he likes me a lot.
May spare your soul.
Maybe if I have to give him the Monloth. What's even in here, though? I mean, theoretically, giving him this would mean this was a bit better. What about orcs? A good crumping. Let's give him a good crumping, lads. For me, greenskins, probably the best would be Gorvad or... I think most of them are really fun, but I get bored of greenskins very quickly. Grom, Skarsnik, and Gorvad are all three very fun. But very quickly it can be like a little bit on the boring side because it's just you snowball so quickly. Yeah, Koyu actually mentioned that there's a lot of bugs with Zinch at the moment. Which seems ironic. That Zinch, of all people that can see into the future, has a lot of bugs. Cathay's the most fun, but most of their stats suck so much. Vampire Coast otherwise, Ultimate. That is a solid take. Going back to Lisbon because then I don't need tactics. Sneaky, fair. You like anything with monsters, Potato? Play Lisbon then, 100%. Play Gorok. You'll have a great time playing Gorok, I promise you that. Gorok is such a good faction. Such a good legendary lore for that. And crack like Confederate with who, sorry mate? Cavalry Army with Lewin's great fun. I think it just annoyed me in Sieges is the problem I'd have. Wait, why is he so easy to Confederate now?
I may spare your soul.
The ever-chosen Confederated Lamau. Loser! Imagine being the ever-chosen. Imagine being a vassal to the Daniel. Imagine failing that hard. Imagine being that much of a noob. Corruption is a fun mechanic. Undercities for Skaven is also great. Yeah, Skaven's always great fun. Agreed. Thank you all for sharing. I appreciate you all. It's always good to hear your guys' thoughts. It's always interesting. So thank you for sharing. We will loot the carcass. I mean, as long as I don't feed units into the depth guards. So I just seduce him. Yeah, let's just seduce him. Make my life easier. Hey, Kate, that's good to see you, bud. This doesn't feel great, to be honest. Do you know what? To me, not gonna lie. Do you want to, like, outside of some of the things for Daniel, do you know what my ultimate campaign that makes me very sad? There's one specific lord that makes me so unbelievably sad because that faction is just not ready yet. There's things that need to be in the game to make that faction really good, and there's one legendary lord I'm thinking of. I'm interested to see how many of y'all maybe share the same sentiment. Because there's one I'm talking about. I think as long as I put my... Yeah, I think as long as I've got my... Demonettes, we'll crush them. Yeah, Demonettes on the right flank, alongside the Bloodletters. We'll crush the cards. But, if you didn't know, the one very specific faction that I'm very sad about, it is in Vampire Coast, and it is Aranessa. Aranessa is so sad that she, A, is a Vampire Coast when she's Dogs of War, and B, her entire campaign and identity just is non-existent. Like, I have never, in my entire time streaming this game and streaming Total War, have I seen somebody being like, Battlesey, you've got to play Aranessa. She's amazing. This is the best chick I've ever played. She's so good to play. No, ain't nobody saying that. Literally, ain't nobody saying that. And if somebody did say that, I'd be like, "Are you feeling okay? Like, deadass, are you okay? Right? Surely everyone else feels something similar. Surely it can't just be me. Yeah, Slim, how we doing, handsome? Like, surely that's not just me. Like, I can't. I refuse to believe that sentiment is only me. Like, am I crazy? Surely it's not just me. Nice, good damage. I've played past turn 5. Really? Wow. Nice. Should be able to do this. You go into there. You two kill you. I think Daniel can go help as well. Reduce the armor. She's the best thing since sliced bread. Oh, really? Sounds like bait. That sounds like bait.
The Prince of Chaos rises.
Right. We're just squeezing out some moolah here. Yeah, the depth guards got smoked with the reductions there. Gonna play an Aranessa, she's amazing. Oh wow, nice. Crazy that you guys all of a sudden are suggesting to play Aranessa. Where's this coming from? Where is this coming from that you guys are like all saying to play Aranessa? That's crazy. It's like, seemingly out of nowhere as well. Seemingly out of nowhere. I have no idea what you're only talking about. Just got hit, but it's definitely only you. Okay, fair enough. No, fair enough. Appreciate your hair back. Welcome in, bud. Good to have you here. Do you guess the worst map in the game? I feel like that's a general consensus, you know? Like, a streamer has an opinion. Everyone in the chat just gaslights them. Deadass just gaslights them. Like, I'll say something fairly normal, and then all of you guys are like, nah, that's weird. That's weird. No, that's weird. Like, it could be something like, what's a normal thing to do? Like drinking a couple cups of tea a day. Do you know what I mean? And then you guys will be like, oh, what? Whoa. 2, 3? That's crazy, dude. You shouldn't be doing that. That's weird, that's weird. And I'm just like, is it weird to drink, like, people drink coffee all the time? And I start thinking to myself, like, is it me? Am I, like, the problem here? And then, yeah. Streaming's an interesting place. Kind of like a pantomime. Yeah, literally. Do you know what the really strange thing is as well, which I noticed fairly early on as well? My pronunciation of water has changed from streaming. I kid you not. I think I pronounced water like that once, and then all of a sudden, like, loads of people in the chat just really liked it, so I just unintentionally spoke like that. I unintentionally completely changed my dialect. Which is wild, by the way. And so now I say it like water. And I'm a northerner, so it's fairly normal. I would say you know, fair enough at that point. Makes sense. This guy's a northerner. He's going to speak like a northerner. Sorry, I just had to check my dog wasn't next to me. But I used to say water. 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 You know? Pronounce the words a little bit more. Get a bit of the old pronunciation on that. Good times. So you don't need to defend the target anymore. Let me cancel that, because clear target. Yeah, I really want you to defend your own settlements, dude. Speak like a Frenchman? Oh, oui, oui. Bonjour, bonjour. I mean, I go skiing every year most of the time in France, so I don't mind the Frenchies. Which, I mean, Lantry's French, and he's really cool. He's really cool. Lantry's a cool guy. Is Imprint's good now? I honestly think that Slaanesh is actually quite strong, to be honest with you, mate. Marco, with all the new changes... Like, look at this, look at this, look at this. 200 armor. That's because of the armor. Level 12, you have a Mortis engine with silence. Mortis engine and silence. Which is insane even against non-spellcasters. So there's a lot of really juiciness there. So the changes that they've done is pretty damn smart, pretty damn good. So now, we have vassalized this side, vassalized this side. I generally, yesterday, or was it yesterday or the day before, did the exact same pathing and it's worked again, which is good. Enunciating this economy, I know, right? Translation, I'd like a glass of water, please. Thank you, Barbies. I was going to Google Translate that. Should remove all mortal unit from Daniel. Then Daniel would not function. Point of vassalizing instead of taking. Income, one of the biggest problems that Daniel... It's a really good question, and thank you for leading into this, because I should have explained it myself. One of the biggest issue you have with Daniel is your economy. Your economy is the weakest element of Demons of Chaos, and by vassalizing Legendary Lords, you increase a ton of amount of money. You increase your income by a significant portion. You can see already, 800 is actually quite a lot for Daniel. Because if you look at my building income, that is the equivalent to my building income. Right? And I have, how many settlements? Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 settlements. So I'm not making much money from my settlements. So I'm making just as much with that. Okay, the unfortunate thing is here, if I sneak the settlement, I might be able to trade across to Arabelle. But ultimately, that is the rationale behind what I'm doing. Is by having a vassal like that. Why is a vassal his economy so dog? It's because he doesn't have a traditional tech tree nor skill tree for it. Plus the money you make from buildings is very low. Yes, and the Slaanesh corruption does give more money. Income from buildings 3%. So Slaanesh does actually help with that front. But can I not move in here as well? Hopefully I can jump up here, because I need any experience I can get. The Nurgle Lord, I really want... Ah, shoot, she didn't get up. Okay, we can, good. Surely there's a way I can squeeze in here. Damn it. I'd rather the Nurgle guy be here, but that's fine. It's fine. When we start streaming again, honestly, the hype for 40k in a lot of ways, GGA. And I think that the challenges that I had relating to streaming have been resolved for the most part. In that my work has become a lot easier, or yeah, I would say a lot more of a reasonable workload, should I say. Which definitely helped. Great hit. Yeah, much love, GG. It's always good to see you as well. GG, are you still playing Hunt? More manageable? Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, guys, I was doing the job of like 4 people the last year and a half. It's the reason why I've struggled to stream. And it came to like a bit of a revelation to myself, and I was like, this is wild to me that my job is making it so I'm completely exhausted and I don't feel like doing anything else outside of my job. And I was like, that's a problem. That's not a good thing. That is not something that I need to persist with. So I spoke to my boss about it and was just like, help. This is not reasonable for me to do. And then compensating controls were put in place. And more people were hired, which is, you know, makes it easier. Like upgrading heralds? Nice. I'll have a check. He's a demon, not warrior, though. Yeah, I agree. I mean, thematically, it doesn't make sense that he has loads of humans. He would normally have demons. But ultimately, his faction would feel incredibly lackluster without all of the human-esque chaos from, like, Chaos of Champions and stuff like that. Oh, hello, Throg. Wait, who are you at war with, Throg? I'm also surprised that he didn't... Oh, wow. You might be at war... Like, Ashiko's taking your settlements. Wait, how the hell did he manage that? Your main province, he's taken a settlement. Wait, hold up.
Artisan of pain.
It is red.
Minus 195. Jesus. Throg does not want to be vassaled.
Half-made, but fully devoted. I was once where you were.
Malachi lost. I have never seen that before, by the way. I have never seen Malachi lose this battle.
Take no offense to my
Yeah, he's killed Malachi. Malachi, for context, is one of the strongest legendary lords in the early games.
Slaughter the sheep.
Movement recruit cheese has not been fixed. Has it not? Wow. Alright, let's move up. So that's just been raised. Do I just yoink the raised settlements?
It presents no challenge.
My faction rank 69? Nice. And we're doing Slaanesh? Big pog. Ah, shoot. Wait, hold on. Before I do that, let's see if I can squeeze out military access from him.
But no gift.
I have tons of money, so I don't mind.
This world
Always going against Nosko. Really, honey nuts? That's crazy. Maybe they've done a lot of new things to
Joy.
to nerf.
Tedium. I would never.
Alright, nice. We will go into that. Such a shame that the unlock condition of Salar is so bad.
Request would you make of a god in waiting?
Termacan.
May your
I'll befriend him too. Seen him not expand but not die. Yeah, I've never seen him get killed before. Anissa on foot is actually okay. Yeah, but I mean, she's not nothing special compared to any other lord in that scenario. Like, she's not uniquely a very good duelist. Like, equally, Tyrion could absolutely batter her. So I guess that's like the main difference, right? Like most lords, like for example, Malice, insanely good off a mount, more favorable.
Winter Truth, ally of the storm.
Wow, so he sent a general over this way. Wait, why is my movement so terrible on my general? Could be fun with the no script update. I actually am tempted to play Throg because I've been doing a couple playthroughs with him. So I think I'm pretty confident with how this is simplified. Like, I am very confident in that all the new changes that has come to Slaanesh has made Slaanesh actually good. So that definitely changes the way I need to approach the video. Because I'm trying to learn as much as I can, so when I release the beginner's guide for Daniel, I actually won't be chatting out my bum. And I'll actually understand it. Yeah, Freya's doing good, GJ. Freya's doing lovely. She's chilling. He's chilling underneath me, just sleeping, getting the Z's in. Nice. Slaanesh. Daniel. Right, guys, do we play a Throg campaign? But then again, I'm starting in the same location, right? That's the problem. I think the only issue I'm going to have is that I would start in a very similar location to where I've just played. Customer streets, oh, much love, man. Throg is hella fun. Like, I've been told, like, he's insanely OP. I'm not going to move, I'm just going to let him take it, and then I can kill his main army. He's going to take Frozen Landing, but I will murder him when he takes it. You little rascal, he came and sacked it. That is such a little rascal move, to come and sack it and then leave. That's funny. I'll just give it to Throg, I don't mind. Trade that over to Throg, get loads of deals, and then move this way. Because most likely he's going to lose it. Yeah, I think I'll befriend him. I'm just trying to think about what campaign should I do next. That's like my ultimate thing at the moment. What campaign should I try and do? And get a bit of experience with.
If you are wise, history may remember you as the one I did not kill.
Arabelle the undefeated. Good old Arabelle.
To hear words that are shaped and not spat.
It's good that they changed his voice actor. Yeah, Jovan, what's up, handsome? Why people call Demons of Legend of Lord Daniel? Can you elaborate? It's a good, yeah, it's funny. It's a good question actually. Daniel was named by a developer, I believe, talking about Demons of Chaos. I think they named him Daniel because you have the choice to name them whatever you want. And when they released footage of him, they called him Daniel, and that 3 years ago was how his name of Daniel came about, basically. 3 years ago, somebody called him Daniel, and all of a sudden now he's called Daniel every time. Which is, yeah, it's brilliant. But just as an FYI on Twitch, ads will be kicking in about 30 seconds to get rid of pro ads. Just to let you all know, give you the heads up. Yeah, we definitely answered that. Hold on. Let me get some inspiration. I'm gonna, I feel like
I am Prince and Emperor.
Major Origin approved. Yeah, it's kind of funny, right? God. I have been told the new Aisling is actually quite hard. Aisling is apparently a challenging campaign. So I've been told. I have been told it's actually a really hard campaign.
I fight for the greater good.
Right, guys, I will listen to you wholesome hunks. Give me some recommendations of campaigns to do, and I'll do it. But yeah, look, I'll show you. If you go here to the Demons of Chaos, where is it? You can name them whatever you want. If you wanted to call them Wiener, you can. Goldtooth campaign. Man, I haven't played the Ogres in a while. I haven't played the Ogres in a hot minute. Or did Mask? Yes, Mask is insane. But I haven't done T'Challa. I might do her, because I've been told she's pretty insane. It's boring, really, Ultima. Oh, Reborn, we've already done Sale. He was one of the first campaigns I read. He was one of the first I did. God, this is one of the beautiful things about... do I do a Marcus Wolfhart campaign? She's insane, like Skullcracker, level 9, turn 3. Oof, Jesus. That sounds kind of fun, though. Yeah, we'll do this. Right. What I need to quickly do then, because I wasn't prepared to this, I'm going to need to create a quick thumbnail for the YouTube stream, and then recreate this, and then create the stream for T'Challa. Like a YouTube pic of Daniel the Finger. Like a thank you, Gia. Too much love. So, yeah, what we'll do, to all of you wholesome hunks on YouTube, I am going to end the stream, and then redo the stream, and play the T'Challa. So, BRB. Thank you for watching on YouTube. I'll be right back at it yet again.